As you've already heard by now, we actually have a new species of rhino at the Gray Fossil Site. It's just been published. We're very excited about it, but we've been finding these things for many, many years now. The original skeletons were found back in 2004, but original pieces all the way back to 2000 and 2001. With the publication, we've actually been working on additional rhino material that we've known about for a while. We've had a few specimens scattered throughout the pits, particularly this individual from the Mastodon pit. This one has been a pretty interesting story. There is a good portion of a skeleton. We have arms and legs, ribs, verts, even the jaws for this individual, but it has been sort of torn apart and smeared across the top of the Mastodon. So as we excavated the one animal, we were collecting parts of the other animal. This femur in particular is interesting because parts of it, we call them hitchhikers basically, parts of this ended up in the Mastodon skull jacket. So the ball of the head of the femur here, this was buried in between the two tusks, so sandwiched in between the tusks, jammed in there real good, so we had to actually remove a lot of material of the Mastodon to get to the heads that we could then put this together. And it does fit onto the shaft, which we'd removed previously. This portion here was also within the skull jacket and on top of the jacket. So half of the shaft we removed prior to doing the jacket for the skull. The other half was collected from within the skull. The distal end here, so the sort of the knee end, this was collected outside of the skull jacket and a good distance away, but it does fit on. So again, a rock slide generates a lot of force and can really tear an animal up. So we've had to chase this guy quite a bit, but we are getting it together. It's a really nice male. It's pretty large, on par with some of the other skeletons that we have. And I've already done the lower legs for it, so we really want to get the femurs together now. So that's what I'm working on today. So we're going to do a time lapse. I'm going to try to get the distal end on for you, and then we'll probably cut and then do the proximal head tomorrow or the next day. The edges are ground. I can show you here. So on the back side, if you look at this, this is going to come in right about here. So there's a lot of spalling. But you get these things that kind of fit right there. So it's just a little bit, and then this is split out. But if you flip it over, it actually contacts pretty well. So again, with webbing and glue, not going to matter. That is going to go in right there. And if you look down here, this little hump, it's in right there. But when it broke, it split all this up, which makes my job harder, but it's still doable. So right there, so you can see down in here, that connects really nicely actually, but it's all cancellous to cancellous. When I fill that with web, that'll give us the length.